And are you ordained minister, Dr. Poe,
Yes,
an ordained minister
yes,
as well as a psychiatrist? And of course, I think that that combination brings to us this morning very, very useful information about the relationship between crime and religion. And of course, Dr. Poe, you were talking about an inmate study that has been done, and let's continue that conversation and give us as much information as you would like to give us this morning so that our audience might come to a better understanding of what we as a community can do in order to deal with some of the problems of violence that we have in our society.
Right. Well, as we said earlier, we decided to include a spiritual assessment in our effort to better understand violence. And in addition, we did a sociological, psychological evaluation. We did psychological testing, and we also did a psychiatric evaluation. And the things that stand out the most about what we found is, as I said, we found that in many of the cases, 68% of the cases, there was an absent father from the home. And a small percentage of the cases, there was a hostile relationship between the father and the male child. And in some few cases, there was a hostile relationship between the male child, and the mom. But overall, we found that these families were essentially environments of hostility and rejection. Okay? And what we think is, based on our research, that this gave rise to a feeling on the part of the young male: I'm no good, nobody cares about me, I'm worthless, I'm inferior, and since nobody cares about me, I don't care about myself. But in addition to that, it caused these young men to feel or to make the decision that I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to get what I want, even if it involves mistreating and hurting other people. And as I said, 70% of these men believe that getting revenge was a way you deal with situations where somebody offends you or hurts you. And I think it's interesting because of the 30% of the men who said, you know, before I became involved in religion, before I began to pray and before I began to worship, and they were able to attend worship service while in jail, I used to believe in trying to get even when somebody offended me, but now I try to handle it in some other way. So you can see that a faith in God, the effort to try to live a life pleasing to God, has a controlling effect on that urge to get even. It's hard to have an active faith in God and to believe in revenge at the same time. And so much of criminal behavior, especially murder, all right, so much of assaultive behavior has to do with, on the part of the person,